I am here with Bernie Hoffman, who is an expert on legal and ethical issues, as much of an expert I think as someone can be. Bernie, what are the 4 steps to the problem-solving process?
As a non-lawyer who advises lawyers many times, I will tell you that this never fails, the 4-step problem-solving process. First step, are you aware? Are you aware of the situation? Second step, did you investigate the situation? You could mean you, or children or youth, or the courts, but somebody, or the law enforcement, someone has to do the investigation. Third step, did you come to a conclusion? What about your best professional certified opinion? What's your conclusion? And the 4th step, and here's the key, did you take an appropriate action with no intent to harm a child?
Okay, very good. And this morning you also talked a little bit about 3 reasons why people do the things, or the school counselors do the things that they do.
Well, yes, and school counselors or any other school person really should think of this when they do things. You do things for 3 reasons. 1, because you care about kids, to protect the health, safety, and welfare of students and staff. 2, because you care about protecting yourself. And 3, because you care about the mothership and protecting the mothership. If you teach in the Philadelphia School District, then your mothership is Philadelphia. If you teach in the Archdiocese of New York, then your mothership is the Archdiocese of New York. But you protect students and staff, yourself, and the mothership.
Very good. Okay, and then my 3rd question, what are some common issues that school counselors, some of those muddy issues that school counselors often run into?
When is confidentiality enforced? When is it not acceptable to use confidentiality? If it's a health, safety, and welfare item, confidentiality many times gets thrown out the window. So confidentiality, when to use, when not to use. Second of all, really distinguish who has a right to know, need to know, has a legitimate educational interest. In other words, there are many schools who say, well, we can't tell a bus driver. That's wrong. If the bus driver really needs to know something to help protect the health, safety, and welfare of a child, yes, you can do that on a confidential nature. Custody cases are a huge mixed up area that counselors must stay out of the middle of. And we could go through days on that. When we get to the area of record keeping, personal notes, confidential notes, shared notes, when parents request to see all the records, these are major items that counselors must deal with. But, we could go on forever, but they're some of the really big ones. And of course, the biggest of the big, when are you going to avoid being deliberately indifferent? Deliberate indifference. Aware of a situation, doing nothing about it, or aware of a situation, taking a totally inappropriate action. That's deliberate indifference.
All right, well, thank you very much, Bernie. I appreciate talking with you, and it's always a treat to have you at the conference and to get to see you. And hopefully we'll run into you again next year.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you.